Hey y'all, welcome back to Convos with Bree. I'm Bree, Bree, and today is day 71 of the Visibility Challenge. I just wrote a really great reflection, and I've actually been up here writing through this quite a bit. I spiraled off like 8 different directions and really processed some beautiful pieces that I needed to put together. So I'll be spending a lot of time processing everything that I'm writing through. I got a new keyboard and mouse, and I am absolutely obsessed with them. It feels so good under my fingers. So today I have just been lost in writing. And one thing that I have been writing about is anger. Conversations that have the emotion of anger, of hurt. I have seen so many things, I have been part of so many things, and I can safely say that I have never seen anything good come out of angry, confrontational conversations. I've seen more things end over this and escalate than anything else. And it really got me thinking because I have always been extremely aware of how little anger helps. But yet, when I am experiencing my own emotions of anger, it does not feel like I have any knowledge at all in the moment. I feel completely overwhelmed with that feeling that comes up. And for a long time, it was incredibly hard for me to even take a breath, to just stop and take a breath like I knew I needed to do. It felt like I just had to say whatever was coming out of my mouth. But I never walked away from one of those conversations feeling empowered, feeling good, feeling closer to myself or closer to that person. No, in fact, I felt the opposite. I felt embarrassed. I felt annoyed. I felt frustrated. I felt sad. I felt all of these negative emotions. And they all made me angry. They all made me feel like I had to defend myself. But I've worked so hard here. I have done so much work into awareness around my own reaction, my own inner thoughts. And I have learned that I'm truly choosing my emotions in those moments. The more that I sat with it and I said, okay, I feel myself getting angry. I feel myself getting annoyed. I feel myself being hurt, disappointed, let down, whatever was coming up. I owned it. I said, I'm feeling this. Am I going to choose to react in this? Do I want to feel the way it makes me feel when I let the emotion lead? And I didn't. I never wanted to choose it. Once I made myself aware that I had a choice, that's never what I was choosing. Instead, I was I always choose to breathe first, to slow down, to reset the moment a little. And the more I caught myself and the more I allowed myself to see that I was consistently choosing different responses, the easier it became to just respond from that place. I didn't have to keep pausing. That's just where I went. That's just what I chose. And it made everything so beautiful because people who argued the same way that I did, they didn't respond well in those situations. And what I mean is that it didn't get them the fuel they needed for their fire. And I saw them quickly starting to breathe and slow down, and that anger would fizzle out from them as well. They would realize we're not under attack. And then we're having a different conversation. Then the energy in the room has shifted. And then we get to both decide, what are we doing here? What is the purpose of this conversation? What is it that we each need from this conversation? What are we looking for? And we could remember that we weren't here to go to war with each other. And something about slowing that down and allowing yourself time to process that and to commit to being the person who responds in this way, it changes everything. It changes everything within you, around you, what comes to you. I've never seen reacting from anger or reacting from any hurt or fearful emotion lead down a pathway that anyone wants to be on. It is always a rockier road. And now that I know we have a choice in our perspective and our perception in all of this, I'm always trying each and every day to try a little harder to choose something beneficial to where I am and where I'm going. Today, I wrote some great reflection questions, and if this sparks anything for you, take a look at your responses. Take a look at how you feel when you have difficult conversations. What do you walk away from those feeling like? What are things that bother you? What are things that come up? What are things that you want to adjust? There is so much room to play and expand here if you'll allow it. Allow yourself to know yourself better here. And remember, this is all connected. This is all part of something. And nothing that is meant for you will miss you. You can breathe. You can be present. So choose it. Choose to be here now.